the summit to focus on how to improve trust in the data. Like data is everywhere. We all know that how important data is in the age of AI. And the main purpose of this event was to bring in experts from different industries and then talk about how we can improve the trust in your data, AI, and analytics. So this year we have over 1,000 attendees from different 20 plus countries, as well as like a distinguished set of speakers, more than 10 distinguished set of speakers. And these speakers are from different industries like BFSI industry, as well as universities, and we have pharma representation, as well as our keynote speaker this year is going to be from the Stratola chief analyst from Dinesh Chandrasekhar. I'm really looking forward to hear their insights during this session. So every company today is trying to transform itself from a data-driven enterprise to a AI-powered company. So this transformation has already started in multiple enterprises. So we know that about 70, Gartner survey found that 17% of the organizations already have adopted AI agents, and over 42% of the organizations are planned to roll out their AI agents in the next 12 months. So, however, one key aspect of the AI agents and the GenAI is that the error rate, again, Gartner, this is again from Gartner, that the error rate from the GenAI is about 25%. But so this is the key blocker in terms of adoption for AI agents. Some of the industries require an error rate less than 0.001%. And then how do you ensure that you can trust the output from these agents, and how do you monitor these agents becomes a key aspect that we need to address. So at a high level, there are three aspects that we will be focusing on during this event. Is your data ready for AI agents? So this involves a lot of data quality, data observability, and all the things that we normally do for consuming data. Some of the similar things are required for making the data ready for AI. At the same time, how can I leverage AI agents to improve my trust in your data and analytics? So AI agents, as we can see, are already seeing it's a very high, incredibly powerful, and then we want to be able to leverage these agents quickly to improve your data, the quality of your data, and the analytics or the reports. And last but not least, how do you test the accuracy of the AI? As I was talking before. So this is like a framework here that with that mentions all the key aspects for improving the data and making the data and analytics ready for AI. So one of the so obviously a lot of these things are what we do today for try to achieve as an enterprise in the in an organization to get this data ready. For example, we do profiling, observe the data drift, and then as well as done data quality checks, data quality rules, and remediation. As well as we need to do the transformation testing or ETL testing and BI testing in the DevOps, in the QA environments, so that your DevOps pipeline is automated. Reconciliation in the production environment is equally important, so that more for compliance reasons as well as for validating that your data is moving accurately, consistently across your pipeline, as well as agent observability is one of the theme that we're going to talk to in today's event. So this involves observing if the data is if the agents are hallucinating or providing the right numbers in your agent. So this will be mostly focused on the data aspects. of AI agents. And data observability is well known, already established. So identifying the anomalies across as your data is moving in your pipeline. And BA observability is another thing very important. If you are depending on your insights from your Power BI or Tableau or any reporting tool, you need to be able to, on an ongoing basis, trust and be able to trust those reports, which means that you need to be able to certify those reports and also on an ongoing basis verify that the numbers are accurate and the number and the reports can be trusted. And last but not the least, that again the data lineage. It does not end at only at data level. It's end-to-end lineage all the way till the analytics layer. So we need to be able to understand the impact of any data issues across your pipeline. So again, so the buy versus build decision, for example, the buy versus build decision, for example, do you write your own frameworks or use a tool for it, is one of the challenge that and that enterprises are facing. And if they do decide to buy, then buying like multiple tools for different aspects of this framework or is and integrating them becomes a challenge at that point. So Datagaps, our focus has been to build trust in your data analytics and AI. So we provide a framework for achieving all the aspects that you have seen before. We have a suite of products called Data Suite, which does ETL validation, BI validation, data quality monitoring, and then test data manager for your QA environment to generate synthetic data. So on the data quality, so on the top layer, you can see different agents. So one of the key aspect of these agents, so we have rolled out multiple agents out of the box with the product. These agents can do, for example, as simple as a SQL Assistant for generating your SQL queries, observability agents to validate identify the anomalies and then validate if they are really an anomaly, or like if they need and prioritize the anomalies that you're finding, as well as test creation. So we have something called mapping manager, which automatically takes your requirements, ETL mapping documents requirements, and looks into your ETL code and generates transformation test cases. Again, test monitoring, being able to observe the execution of the tests and then auto healing of the tests, and also suggesting and recommending data quality rules based on your data is also another aspect. So we have agents out of the box, as well as we support building of agents that on the fly to assist with key aspects of your data monitoring, data validation. For example, you can come up with an agent that compares, for if you are migrating from Tableau to Power BI, for example, and you want to validate that the reports got migrated and the screenshot and the dashboards are showing same data. You can define your own agent on the fly to validate these dashboards and summarize all the differences. So that is where custom ability to create your own custom agents comes into play. And this is an example of a very simple example. This is something similar we have shown last year also, but mainly when it comes to a testing of AI agents, especially from a data perspective, one of the ways one of our customer is doing it is using our Data Suite to get the data from the AI agent, issue a prompt, get the data from AI agent, and compare it with trusted data. Like for example, trusted data could be a SQL query on your database, or a Power BI, getting data from a Power BI report that is being consumed by multiple business analysts already and validated. So, and then comparing that on an ongoing basis to ensure that whenever you roll out a new version of your model, or like you're making any changes to your RAG, or any other changes to the to the generative AI agent, we can, or the instruction, we can validate that the agent is not hallucinating and giving the right data. So this year's theme for the Trusted Data Summit is proactive trusted scale, which means how do we use agentic AI to test, predict, and prevent issues with data, and then and improve the trust, not just in data but AI and as well as analytics as well. So the themes, there are three themes. So we have multiple sessions going on in parallel in three tracks. So data quality monitoring and observability is one of the track. Data reconciliation, ETL testing, all pipeline monitoring, all these fall in the data reconciliation. And then analytics testing automation mode focused on the BI validation and building trust in your BI reports is the third track. Our keynote speaker is Dinesh Chandrasekhar. He's chief analyst at Stratola. He is going to talk about building trust in agentic AI through data-centric validation. So I'm looking forward to his session. I'm really excited about it. Thank you again, and thank you for participating in the Trusted Data Summit this year. Looking forward to get your insights, listen to the insights from the speakers.
For further questions, feel free to reach contact@datagaps.com. Request a free demo, scan the QR code below. Thank you.